Hey, welcome to Koco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Koco from CocoSports.com or KOCOSports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass. Your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Oh man, I've been reading my Facebook timeline. Man, do indie wrestlers hate passionate fans. This is our weekly Impact Wrestling review. As always, we ask you win, loss, or tie. I guess this is their official first show on Destination America, even though they had a show, I think, last Wednesday. This is a mixed bag. Last week's was a lot better. I honestly, our channel is not that popular, but I'd still like to get some feedback from now and then. And I would really stress to put win, loss, or tie, because I look on the Facebooks, I look on the socials, I look on the Twitters, and it seems to be a mixed bag. And I think that's what Impact Wrestling was this week. I'm going to give it a slight win with the old bullshit college try, give it time. But some things on this show were absolutely amazing, and some were just like, really? Really? I think it's a mixed bag. I'm counting it as Impact Wrestling as a reset. So I'm giving it a slight win, but with a lot of worries. Because, all those negative people that be like, oh, it's a fucking faction. It's this, it's that, it's this. Impact fans might not like what they're saying, but they bring up a lot of great points. So I'm counting Impact Wrestling as a reset, but I think this was maybe one of the biggest mixed bag of wrestling shows in a really long time, where I think people's feedback are going to be all over the place. And, as it is now, Impact fans are kind of extremists to begin with, so it's going to be same as usual. But me, I'm giving it a reset button. I think it was a mixed bag. I'm giving it a slight win, but with that slight win, lots of worries. Like, real? That's the path you're going down? Really? And there was some really awesome stuff, too. Some really awesome stuff. So, really, it would be a perfect show for the good, bad, and ugly. All right, let's start breaking this down, shall we? All right, it starts off with the new faction, BDC, Beatdown Clan, also known as the Clan. A lot of people are saying it's like Bullet Club. A lot of people are saying it's like Aces and Eights. I'm giving it time because, and the only reason I'm giving it time is I love all the athletes in it. Aces and Eights, I didn't love all the athletes in it. Bullet Club, I know. Saying something bad about the Bullet Club. Oh, God, man. There's more dedicated diehard fans to the Bullet Club that actually can't list off all the members of the Bullet Club. I had this debate. I was like, oh, the Bullet Club used to be better when Prince Devitt was on. It's like, fuck you, the Bullet Club's the best thing in wrestling. Like, name me all the members of the Bullet Club. Well, they have that one token Japanese guy, Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, the guys who do the super kicks, and I love the Bullet Club, honest. But I honestly, I love all the athletes in this. I'm giving it time. Now, the Beatdown Clan, I'll just call them the Clan. I don't know. Awkward fucking name, but all right. They have. I wish they all wore yellow and black, so at least they kind of like matched. I don't know. I mean, Bullet Club, NWO, they all wear black and white, and their marketing material is great. Why don't you do like a yellow and black situation? But I love all the members, but also Eric Young is there, and he's not part of the Clan, which makes it awkward. And not only that, but when it comes to certain characters, I enjoy The Miz until he turns face. As soon as The Miz turns face, I'm like, no. What the? Like, if The Miz is heel, I defend him. Like, people are like, oh, The Miz sucks. I'm like, no. Give him time. Give him time. He's good. I assure you, The Miz is awesome. He's the most improved wrestler of all time. As soon as he turns face, I'm like on the fucking, I'm on the group with the fucking mob mentality, being like, fuck The Miz. I think Eric Young is the opposite of The Miz, where he didn't do anything bad to be a heel, but it's just, no. Eric Young, you're so fucking adorable and lovable, and you're the ultimate fucking good guy. And now you're out there cutting promos. And it was a good promo. Bit insane, bit why. But it was a decent promo, and he's not doing bad, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, it's like seeing Mr. Rogers yell at someone. You just don't want to see it. You're like, no, that's Mr. motherfucking Rogers. He doesn't yell at anybody. He's a saint. But yeah, he cuts a promo. The storyline's not bad. Everything about it isn't bad. It's just, at the end of the day, it's fucking Eric Young. No one wants to root against Eric Young. Look at that lovable bearded motherfucker. All right, so that's pretty much it. They introduce the Beatdown Clan for the second time. A bit awkward, but it goes on. But that leads up to Kurt Angle coming down. And I was like, oh, God, no. I remember one time, true story, I thought Kurt Angle was the greatest wrestler of all time. And there was a period of his life that was true. I was the biggest Kurt Angle fan in the world. I don't understand where Kurt Angle's career went wrong. Remember when the first time Kurt Angle and Joe squared off? You were like, this is fucking unbelievable. That was everyone's reaction. At least that was my fucking reaction. People went crazy. People in the Impact Zone. I think Shane Swift elbowed James Legend in the head in the Impact Zone. That's how excited they were. This was one of those moments. I think it was the peak of TNA. The peak of TNA was when Kurt Angle and Joe stood in the middle of the ring. Fucking, oh my God, it was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. I one time thought Kurt Angle was the greatest goddamn wrestler of all time. Now, fast forward to tonight, or 2 days ago, whatever, whenever you're watching this, this episode of Impact, Kurt Angle comes out. Oh, God, no. Samoa Joe stands eye to eye. Oh, God, no. Kurt Angle gets the best of Samoa Joe in the match. I'm dying. Why is this happening? Why? So, I don't understand what has changed. But the match happens. First off, Impact, you want to be a little different, but yet you have nothing but promos. And then you did a pretty good job with the commentary team covering, but it was still a bit awkward. They're like, oh, Joe and Angle couldn't wait for the commercial to be over, so that's why they're fighting. To me, I'm just like, okay, that's a good way of covering it, but at the end of the fucking day, most of the match was in a goddamn commercial break that led to more promos. The match, from what I saw, wasn't too bad, but it felt like, I don't know, maybe if the match was only like 10 minutes long, whatever, but it literally felt like a clip show of matches, at least at this point of the show. It's like, all right, we're going to have a match. And 90% of it was on commercial break. Here you are. Welcome back. You're like, oh, for the love of God. So they're fighting. And you know what? This is where I have to give WWE, but minus 1,000 for me. This is where I have to give TNA props. I thought for sure it would be a fuck finish or Kurt Angle would win. There's no way. Like if someone came down, if a little angel came down, came down. If Terry Funk sent one of his angels down to talk to me and said, "Hey, what's gonna happen?" I'd be like, "Fuck finish. Kurt Angle wins." and then when Samoa Joe fucking taps out Kurt Angle, I'm like, I went from, oh my God, I should start drinking again. Alcoholics look like they have more fun than me watching fucking pro wrestling. To, holy shit, my life is saved. Impact has shown me the way. And it was just an amazing fucking thing. Like, it blew me away. First off, there was a clean finish. Second off, Samoa goddamn Joe beat Kurt Angle. And I was just like, oh my God. Thank you, Terry Funk. Thank you for blessing me. I needed this now more than ever. And it brought joy to my heart. It actually made me respect Kurt Angle a little more. I've always respected Kurt Angle, but he's just let me down. You know, he's like that cool uncle who becomes a full-blown drug addict. You still respect him, but you're like, oh, God, you let me down there, fucking uncle. Fucking, I have so many uncles, I got to make up a crazy name. Uncle Tanahashi. Oh, Uncle Tanahashi, why? Why did you let me down? Drugs are not cool. But it made me go, wow, you know what? Uncle Kurt here, even though he has his problems, he did the right fucking thing. Let's give a round of applause for fucking Uncle Kurt. Congratulations, Uncle Kurt. You made it happen. And then after that, the Beatdown Clan came down and beat the hell out of him and started kicking him. And Bobby Roode came out with a chair and threatened Eric Young and all that fun stuff. So, but to me, this put a little pep in my step because I was already bitter. Kurt Angle came out. Oh, man, I never thought I would say that. I was already bitter, like, oh, man, there's a little bit of promos. Oh, man, Samoa Joe has to be he has to sacrifice himself again. Samoa Joe is like the fucking... All right, I won't get into religious jokes, but come on, dude. Samoa Joe's talented. He shouldn't be putting everyone over. All right, then number one contenders match. You know what? Everyone on the social media networks, everyone on Twitter is like, they know deep down inside, I fucking despise the Hardys. But you know what? My level of hatred for everyone but John Cena is dropping. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting older. Maybe I'm just fucking getting soft in my old age. I don't know what the deal is. I don't hate the Hardys as much as I used to. I enjoyed this match. Am I a little upset the Hardys won? Yeah, but you know what? Fucking, they just gave Samoa Joe fucking tapping out Kurt Angle cleanly. I'm going to give this a pass. Normally, I wouldn't give it a pass because I want to see the Wolves go on top, but you know what? Fucking people like the Hardys. Let the fucking people be happy for a little bit. But hopefully this doesn't last long and the Wolves get backed up. But yeah, they're the number one contenders, and they're going to go against James Storm's group, The Revolution, for the tag team titles. All right, ba-bam, ba-bam. And then it leads to a no disqualification match between Eric Young and Bobby Roode. Eric Young, even though I think he's the ultimate face for this one show, I don't know where it's going to go. I have a little bit of worries where it's going to go in the future. But for this one show, he pulled off being a heel great. And the promo packages, the backstage skits, you're just like, holy shit, I love this motherfucker. But even Bill Cosby has his flaws. And it leads to a match. I thought the match was a little bit short, and they could have did a lot less promo packages, a lot less. You know, people are like, we're gonna go backstage. Here's two fat guys pressing buttons. We're gonna go backstage. No one knows where Bobby Lashley is. We're gonna go backstage, and oh god, they even did the one thing that I fucking absolutely hate in pro wrestling. A reporter asks a wrestler a question, and he just walks away. All right. Let me break this down, okay? If someone goes up to you and says, hey, let me ask you a question, and they slam the door in your face, you don't use that fucking footage. You don't have to use that footage, okay? We get it. Bobby Lashley's an asshole. We get it. And same thing with, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell everyone in the ring. Oh, for the love of Christ. No, stop. Don't have backstage segments that go nowhere. I know you want to be ESPN and backdoors and inside scoops and Dave Meltzer's in your asshole. I know that's what you want to do. But hear me out. What fucking sporting event would fucking ask someone a question, or even any style of entertainment would ask that person a question? They would shut the door, say, I'm going to tell you in the ring. Who would use that footage? Oh, maybe a bad YouTuber. No fucking way a national television fucking company should be using that footage. We get it. Fucking you're backstage. Fucking Dave Meltzer's cock tastes like strawberries. We fucking get it. But if you have a camera guy and they ask a question and the guy just slams the door, that is worthless fucking footage. No fan wants to see that. If you go up to Hulk Hogan or Bubba Ray Dudley and put a mic in his face and say, hey, what are you doing here tonight? Like, you're not going to, like, what kind of fucking question is that? What are you doing here tonight? Well, I'm fucking shopping for Christmas gifts for my kids. Fucking, all right, so let's say you do ask a stupid-ass fucking question. You go up, and then you're like, hey, and then they say, oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell everyone in the ring. That footage is worthless. That's not even good enough for TMZ. TMZ doesn't even use that shitty fucking footage. Yet Impact, that's a staple in their backstage segments. Know what your backstage segments show me? That your fucking roster is a bunch of fucking asshats. Your reporters are like even there was one segment though that was pretty funny. They went to go meet the Revolution, I guess, and the reporters are just bitching. And I'm like, all right, that's the most realistic thing I've seen on the goddamn show. Me being a former goddamn reporter, that's all we're doing is bitching in the back. But besides that, I mean, the cameraman literally bitching about how cold it was wherever the fuck they were, literally was the most realistic fucking thing you did in your backstage fucking segments. They're like, oh, the cameraman think this is a bullshit fucking job and absolutely hate their fucking life. I'm like, oh, I can relate. That's fucking realism. That's as real as it gets. But a reporter going up like, oh, Bobby Lashley's not in here. That footage is worthless. God, could you imagine that? I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to go with my shitter, open the fucking door, and be like, oh, Bobby Lashley's not there. Close it and see how many fucking likes I can get on YouTube. Come on. Come on. But anyway, Eric Young's segments were actually pretty goddamn good. They put him over as a heel, and he got Bobby Roode. I thought it was a really good match, but I was expecting a lot longer match. I was like, oh, pile driver on the chair. 1, 2, 3. Really? Well, fuck, I guess we gotta fucking go back to more backstage goddamn segments. Fuck the wrestling, right? I enjoyed it. I was surprised how quick it was. But besides being a quick match, I really enjoyed it. And even though I think it's a horrible idea to turn Eric Young heel, I'm man enough to admit he's doing a hell of a job on show 1. And then the beatdown club comes down, the clan comes down again, and they don't beat him up. They just talk the shiznit. All right. Then it comes down to the knockouts match. You have a knockout tag team match. Brooke and Taryn Terrell versus the Beautiful People. The Beautiful People win. They talked about a reality TV show that I don't know much about. One of the bromans broke up with one of the, I don't know. It was fucking very Total Diva-ish. The only difference between this and Total Divas is these women can actually wrestle. They distracted. The Beautiful People get the win. And post-match is Awesome Kong enters the rings, beats the shit out of the Beautiful People. I love Awesome Kong so much. I would marry Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong, I'm happily married. You're happily married. But if it's not too late, we can run away together on a tropical island and live together. That's how much I love Awesome Kong. And then the white version of Awesome Kong comes out, Havoc, and they stare eye to eye, and security breaks them up. And, you know, they're hyping it up pretty good. So hopefully it leads to a really good match. Overall, pretty enjoyable, but a pretty weak segment. Then one thing that they were doing, I forgot to talk about this. This, I think, was original idea wasted on a shitty opportunity. I love EC3 more than a straight man should. I honestly think EC3 should be the champ. I think they should build the company around EC3 as a heel champion and people going after him. I believe that. I don't know if people share my opinion of that. That's how highly I think of EC3. EC3 goes back in the booth because obviously they're just going to cut to guys pressing buttons. Like, whoa, they're cutting buttons. And EC3 does, I think, a great. This is the most controversial thing on the show because some people love it and some people hated it. I thought it was an original idea, talking to Jeremy Borash in his earpiece, showing it. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. A lot of the younger fans that I noticed of pro wrestling, of the internet imagery, loved it. A lot of the older fans were like, what a fucking waste of shit. At the end of the day, EC3 challenges Jeremy Borash to a match. EC3 cuts a pretty decent promo about it, but I thought this was a good idea. I thought this was a good promo, but it's leading to a Jeremy Borash versus EC3 match. It's just like, why? I love Jeremy Borash. He's the greatest fucking human being alive. If someone asked me who's the greatest human being alive, I'd be like, Jeremy Borash is definitely number 2 or 3. He's a fucking great person. With that said, no, Jeremy Borash, find someone else. All right. But I honestly thought the promo was building up to it. I thought everything was great except the final payoff. It's like, man, you wasted a good idea. You wasted a great promo on Jeremy Borash. And I love Jeremy Borash. Who the fuck wants to see EC3 beat the shit out of Jeremy Borash on any fucking level? Any level. Because my whole thing is, what are you going to do? Have Jeremy Borash win? No. What are you going to do? Have Jeremy Borash replace himself with someone who can win? No. Why? Why is this happening? It's a great idea wasted on Jeremy Borash. And I love Jeremy Borash. Mixed bag, folks. All right, then the match of the night, match of the century. I wish we could afford to be Sports Center. You know, TNA has a couple shows on. They have their Saturday morning show where it's uncut. Then they have their best matches. I wish I had the money or had the resources to be at ESPN and put on the best matches of the week. You know, with Lucha Underground, all that. I wish copyright wasn't so strong. I know why it is. I know the situation, but I'd love to maybe even a pirated version of just I would love to host a show where I just introduced the best matches of the week. Like I'd put a match from Lucha Underground, or maybe a couple matches from Lucha Underground, a couple matches from New Japan, a couple matches from SmackDown Main Event NXT, a couple matches, and this match would make the show. If I had a best of the week show, this would be it. If I could show matches, I thought the low key Austin Aries match was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was probably match of the night. And if I had a match of the week show, it would make it on there. And I love low key. I loved Austin Aries until, Austin Aries is like that really good friend you have. And you're like, man, that's awesome. We have so much in common. And then you come friends on Facebook and you're just like, oh my God, I fucking hate this guy. That's what Austin Aries is. Austin Aries is this great athlete, and you follow him on Twitter, and you're just like, why, you fucking piece of shit, fucking cocksucker, why? With that said, I really enjoyed the match. Low Key wins, and Low Key is the new X Division champion. I hope they keep this strap on him for a while. I really do, just because I want them to rebuild the X Division, and I want the title to mean something. And if it goes back and forth between Austin Aries and Low Key, the matches will be amazing. But it won't help the X Division, and it won't help that title. Plus, the X Division being on Low Key in the clan is a good idea. And I like the Beatdown clan. So I'm really happy about the result, even though I'm a little like, what if I did Austin Aries win the title for 7 fucking days? But besides that fucking pissy attitude, I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed the results. And this was probably the highlight. If you're a pure wrestling fan, in-ring fan, this is probably the match that it's worth looking out for. So, yeah. And I wish there's someone would come along, even if it was a pirated version, and just put the best matches in. Maybe I'll have to find a pirate. Be like, hey, listen, I want to put this show together that will probably put us in jail in a couple weeks when they change the internet laws. And they're like, I'm on board. James Storms introduces his newest Revolution member, Koya. I have a mixed feeling about the Revolution. I really like all the athletes involved, but it still seems a bit weird. But it's also good that James Storm is the mouthpiece for a lot of these people who can't speak too well. So I got mixed feelings. What's your feelings on the Revolution? I love the athletes involved. It doesn't seem like a group, but at the same time, maybe they'll work on that. And I like James Storms being able to speak for people that basically probably couldn't cut promos. And so I don't know. I got mixed feelings. I hope that, you know what it is? I think it's a good idea that could either completely flop, aces and eights, or it's a good idea if they keep working on it. It's a diamond in the rough. I hope that they keep working on it, and it's a diamond in the rough. And the last thing we have is a promo. So we start the show with the promo. We end the show with the promo. We have pro wrestlers fighting non-pro wrestlers, setting that feud up. And we have backstage segments fucking galore. We want to be an alternative. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It's just, you know what it is? It was a mixed bag. It was just a mixed bag. Some things were amazing, like the low-key match. Some things not so much. Honestly, this segment was not that bad. The only problem I have with this segment is it ended the show, and I kind of understand because you beat up the champ pretty bad. But yeah, MVP puts over Bobby Lashley like $1 million, saying the clan has the title. Bobby Lashley, who's supposed to be turning face, it's so funny because Bobby Lashley is the kindest person in the world. He's a heel, and then Bobby Lashley's like, "Fuck you, I'm doing this for my own," and they're like, "Yeah, now he's a face." like, wait a second. Bobby Lashley lives in opposite worlds. He's a heel. He brings you like flowers and fucking gives you foot massages and washes your car. And then he's a heel and he kicks. I mean, then he's a face and he kicks you in the nuts. He's like, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts. He's like, that's my pal Bobby Lashley. Don't worry, we're best buddies. I don't understand it, but moving on. MVP cuts this long promo. Bobby Lashley goes in for business to himself. MVP sees he has a small spot on his heart, gives him the kiss of death, and low-key starts kicking the shit out of him, and the Clan beats the living piss out of him. And that's pretty much how this show ends, with MVP holding the title. Like I said, I give it a slight win with a lot of worries. I know when it comes to Impact Wrestling, there's not too many people that call it right down the middle because, well, you don't get views calling it right down the middle. A lot of people are going to be extremist and say it was the greatest thing ever, the worst thing ever. I think it was a mixed bag. That's why I'm asking now more than ever, please leave your win-loss tie comments just because I want to see what the internet inventory says, because when I go on the social medias, it just seems to be extreme. Let's see. Someone retweeted us at CS_SENPAI has retweeted us. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. He lived at blank. I think that might be Skitsko or something. I don't know. Who leaves their Twitter name blank? It's so confusing. A couple likes on Facebook. Appreciate it. And to the YouTubes. Boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go. Let's see. 2004 Taboo Tuesday Diva School Match Battle Royal. A terrible match. Give this one a dud. A total waste of time. All right. And that's from Mixer549.Dalemore. I'll just call you Dale if I can. Or can I call you Mr. Mixer? TNA was okay, but NXT was better. I agree with that. I think NXT and Lucha was better. If we had to rank the shows, you know, and I'll do a review of New Japan, and I'll do a review of a couple others. But we're talking, you know, talking about the main shows. There was a New Japan on Access TV, but it was kind of, it was different. It was different. So we'll count, you know, current shows, I guess, mainstream shows. I'd probably rank it Lucha and NXT very close to each other. 1-2. If you're complaining, I completely understand. They should be in a national championship bowl game. Then I would probably give it to... I'd maybe give it to TNA. I'd give it to TNA. TNA or SmackDown. And then I'd have main event. And then last, as always, Raw. I don't know. I have no idea why people watch Raw the most. I understand if you watch Raw and other shit. But if you're only going to watch one show, Raw is not that one show to watch. All right. So please like, comment, subscribe. This show is dedicated to Mr. Mixer. I appreciate the comments. All right. Please check out cocosports.net. It's our blog. We're working very hard on it to try to make it your #1 spot. We're coming up with different ideas and stuff. So we're hoping that eventually we'll become your #1 spot. We also have a secret project in the works. This secret project is going to be the most awesome thing ever. Or the biggest, you fucking failed. Why did you try something different, you fucking losers? The secret project's coming. And like, comment, subscribe. I will try to do more shows within 24 hours. And we're going to try to do a show every single day. And then maybe work our way up to 5 short shows. But me doing short shows don't seem to be working out. Do not seem to be working out for me. All right. Thank you for those that left comments, tweeted us, and liked us on Facebook. Much appreciated. We need the internet infantry to spread the word out about our show because YouTube, we have to jump through some goddamn hoops for YouTube. Oh, we're dancing, YouTube. We're dancing. We're dancing. So like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. And with that, I am over. Bum, 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 bum.